Hey everybody, Paul from PC3 Photos here, and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's vlog, I'm going to give you 5 tips that are not going to help you improve your landscape photography. But if you follow these tips, it is going to increase your chance of actually getting a great shot. So for tip number 1 today, let's jump on the computer.
All right, everybody. So tip number 1 is get off of the highways, get off of the motorways, and take the back roads whenever possible. That's where the magic's going to happen. You know, motorways and highways are designed to get you from point A to point B as fast as possible, and that's it. All you're going to see is cars, trucks, gas stations, and concrete. And here in the United States, you're going to see billboards every quarter mile. But the back roads is really where the magic happens. That's where the history is. That's where the oddities are. And that's where you're going to find the landscape photography opportunities. My wife and I are traveling. We're going to take a trip up to Jekyll Island, Georgia here soon. It's about 400 miles from here. We're going to head out on the highway. But once we pass Orlando, we're going to jump off the highway and start taking the back roads. And it's going to take us through like Ocala National Forest, heading north. Then we're going to skip Jacksonville. Nothing to see in a large city for me. We're going to go through the Osceola National Forest and then cross the border into Georgia and go through the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge. And again, taking the back roads, kind of winding our way, we're going to end up at Jekyll Island, Georgia. And I'm sure there's more stuff to see along the way. That's when you stop the car, flip a U-turn, turn around, take your photos. But going from point A to point B as fast as possible, you're never going to see anything. So that's my tip. Number 1 is get off the highways, get off the motorways, and take the back roads.
Okay, for tip number 2, let's get out of the house. It's a beautiful day outside. Let's go for a drive, and I'll see you when we get there. Well, hey everybody, welcome back. I am at a place called Epoxy Wilderness Trail, I think it is. I've never been here before. Just went out for a drive today. Get out of the house. I was going mad, just sitting around. So I'm gonna go walk down this trail behind me here. Let's see what there is to see, and I'll get back to you with those tips. So let's go. Another tip is that there is no bad weather. There's just bad clothing, and you should just be prepared for anything. In the trunk or the boot of my car, I keep an extra backpack, and it has, you know, hoodies and rain jackets. I have a pair of waterproof boots, waterproof pants. I have shorts. I have t-shirts, a sunscreen. I'm just prepared for anything that could come along. I don't have heavy jackets because this is Florida, but you know, my waterproof jacket, which I have on now, you know, does the job. So yeah, just no bad weather. Look at this place. It's pretty amazing in here, isn't it? Hear so many people say, oh, it was raining, I'm not going to go out. Or yeah, just have the stuff that you need and be prepared. We all pack our camera bags full of everything we need. Why don't we pack a bag full of clothing that we need to be prepared for the elements? So it's a tip for you. No bad weather, just bad clothing. It's a beautiful trail, but there's really not much to shoot back here. Some of these trees have really amazing bark. Kind of, if you can see this behind me, like that one back there, it's just got amazing looking bark. And this one has some moss growing all over it. So yeah, I might have to get really intimate with my shot and capture all that incredible texture. So let me see what I can find, and I'll put that up on the screen if I get anything. So I have come to the end of the trail here at Epoxy Wilderness Trail. So let's move on to our next site. Where is it? No idea. Just gonna do some driving around today. Let's go. All right guys, so I've arrived at my second location, and believe it or not, it's another one of those old garbage dumps, trash refuse centers. That's a hill. And again, you heard me in a video a couple weeks ago say we don't have very many hills in Florida. Well, this is about as good as you get. So it's probably, I don't know, 50, 60 feet. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna see if I can climb that. we'll see how keeping it real and keeping it raw this is. Let's go. I'm a flatlander. Whew. All right, I'm about a quarter of the way up now. Oh man, feel the burn. Holy shit, where are the Sherpas at? I'm a little more than halfway, I guess. All right, let's go. I can do this. All right, 3/4 of the way. All right, final push. Let's do this. There we go. I have summited. Yeah. I know, I forgot to give you a tip from the top of that hill. But what you didn't see is that was my second attempt at climbing the hill. The first attempt, I got all the way to the top. No problem. Not too winded. Looked at my GoPro and I forgot to press record. So I walked back down the hill and did it all over again. So by the time I did get to the top of the hill the second time, I was a bit winded. So I did manage to get this shot though, and check that out, and then let's move on to the next location. All right, everybody, so I've come to my third location today, not too far from where I was just at that hill. So kind of another woodland, and there's some swampland in here too. But I wanted to give you my third tip, and probably the most important tip. You know, a lot of the good stuff with photography happens in the morning. You know, an hour before sunrise, hour after sunrise. So just get your butt out of bed. Come on, get up, get out, let's go. Don't tell me you're not a morning person, because if you had a 6 a.m. flight to Iceland or the Faroe Islands, you'd be up at 2 a.m. with your bags packed, bells on, and ready to rock. So don't tell me you're not a morning person. You can do it. You know, don't put that cell phone or your alarm clock next to your bed. Don't snooze it 5 times. You know, if you have a problem with that, put it on the other side of the room. Getting up and getting out of bed is half of the battle. Have that coffee brewed by the time you wake up. Come on, you're a photographer. Sunrise is important. Get up, get out, and let's go. Well, guys, if you've tuned in to see some award-winning shots on my channel today, you tuned into the wrong channel. It wasn't really about getting amazing shots today. I might have got a couple here and there, so I'm going to put those up randomly throughout this video, and then some at the end. All right, I'm gonna move on to my fourth and probably last location today. So I'm almost back to the car now, so I will see you there. Bye. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the next day. Well, I didn't quite make my fourth location yesterday. That big hill absolutely did my legs in, so I packed it up and went home. But woke up early this morning and we had a bunch of mist in the air, and we had a little bit of rain, none of which was predicted, by the way, which kind of leads me to my next point. Don't trust those weather apps. Not completely, anyway. Now, I'm not saying not to be weather informed, because you definitely need to know about severe weather that might be headed your way. But when it comes to stuff like this, you know, a little bit of rain, a little bit of fog, a little bit of snow, whatever, you know, as long as you're prepared, you know, don't say I'm not going out because there's a little bit of rain. Again, have the appropriate clothing to deal with it. Yeah, just get out there and do it. But yeah, I no longer trust those apps. That's not the gospel of Paul. Not me, not this Paul. The other Paul. So yeah, just get out there and do it and deal with whatever comes your way. But yeah, beautiful conditions this morning. I have these beautiful trees behind me here. I photographed them before. They don't have a ton of leaves on them right now, but they're still really cool. They just really twisty and just amazing shapes, and they photograph really well. So yeah, if I got something good, I'm going to put that up on the screen for you now. All right, everybody, unfortunately the fog is fading pretty fast here. Luckily, when I first got down here, it was too dark to vlog, but I was able to capture some pretty good images. But yeah, don't rely on these weather apps too much. You know, be weather informed. Again, know about severe weather and be prepared, of course, always. Safety first. These weather apps, you know, take them with a grain of salt. Just get out there and do it and be prepared and, you know, take whatever is thrown your way. All right, let's move on to our next location. Hey babe, I'm home.
Hey, good. Come help us get ready for dinner.
Sorry babe, I can't right now. I have to go recharge my batteries, get ready for that next shoot. Tip number 5.
Fuck your tip number 5. Did he really just say that?
What's he getting ready for? To go take a picture of a pier for the millionth time?
Yeah, either that or another stupid tree.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in this week. Those are my 5 tips that are gonna not help you improve your landscape photography, but if you follow them, they are gonna give you a better chance to be in position and to be prepared to get that great shot. All right, everybody, thanks again for tuning in this week. As always, I appreciate your support. And if you're new to my channel and you're viewing for the first time, I hope you liked what you saw, and if you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you along for the weekly landscape photography adventures. All right, everybody, have a great week. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you again next Monday. Thanks, guys. Bye.